Dear students, welcome to this module on room status. The process of assigning the rooms in the hotel to the guest during the arrival phase of the guest is mostly determined by the number of rooms available, that is the status of the rooms, and also according to the room rates. The room status alerts the front office department for sale of the room to the guest, and then the housekeeping department to get ready the used rooms and make it ready for sale again to the customers, and also links to the other departments such as maintenance, engineering, safety, security departments for the service to be offered to the guest whenever required. Now, after going through this module, you will be able to understand the positions of the room, that is room position in the hotel and the status of the rooms on each day, and also forecast the reservations and increase the occupancy rates and thereby room sales of the hotel. Now, we will see the process of assigning the rooms. Before going to this process of assigning the rooms, we should know some common terms that is related to this room status. For example, sometimes they may use names such as free sale, minus position, plus position. We should know what are all these. So, free sale means rooms are available for sale. Minus position says when guest expected exceeds the room available. Plus position indicates that the rooms available exceeds the guest arrival. So which means guest arrivals can be expected and rooms are available for sale. And term like sold out says the rooms are not available and are fully sold out. House count tells the number of guests staying in the hotel. So this may vary from an hour to another. Walk-in, so this means guests who registered themselves without any prior reservations. Wake call means a call given by the front office staff to wake up the guest on a specified time requested by the guest. So these are some terms that the front office staff will come across common. These terms will help the front office staff while dealing with the guest, and the staff should be aware of all these terminologies related to the guest services to offer best possible service. And also, as the rooms are described as a perishable commodity, that is with a very shorter shelf life, the sale of rooms has to be done with an utmost care that the services of the staff in all the departments are done efficiently without any delay. Proper coordination of the staff in all departments, especially both at the front of the house operations and back of the house desks, are done with optimum utilization of all the resources. And the next process will be to determine the guest needs as standing at a front desk. Each hotel has a variety of rooms to meet the needs of the guest. The guest would like to stay in a single room, which may be very much cost effective, while a couple or family may prefer a double room, which is more convenient. A family can choose a suite to have more leg room for children to move around for play. A business executive may want a special suite to entertain privately or show off the financial status to his or her clients. The room types are based on intended number of occupants. The standard room type is understood to be based on the occupants. This is called the single occupancy. The single room type has one bed. Although not universal, single occupancy room rates will be often a lower rate than those with two people in a room or a double occupancy room rates. These room rates intended for 3 occupants are called as triple occupancy, and a quad occupancy house for 4 guests. It is a rare place for standard room to house more than 4 people. There are a number of types of rooms available, which we generally classify as ordinary rooms, special rooms, and the other type of rooms. Under the ordinary room, we have rooms such as single room, which occupies a single guest, twin rooms where we have 2 guests occupied, triple rooms, quad rooms, double rooms, double rooms, Hollywood twin rooms, queen rooms and king rooms. So these are all categorized under the first category of rooms, which is usually called as ordinary rooms. Now, the second category of rooms are said as the suite rooms. The suite rooms consist of the suite rooms, the junior size rooms, single suite, double suite, the duplex suite, penthouse suite, deluxe room, cottages and hospitality suite. So these comes under this second category. The third category of the special category rooms and other types of rooms comprises of the studio rooms, the cabana rooms, the parlor rooms, the lanai rooms, corner rooms, conference rooms, the banquet halls, the interconnecting rooms, adjacent rooms, adjoining rooms, secretarial rooms, which are usually used for business purposes, and the efficiency rooms. So there are a number of options available for the room status of the guests. So now we will just see quick in detail the different types of room status available. The single rooms are usually assigned to one person and it is usually for a single occupancy. A bed size here offered in this single room is usually 6 feet by 3 feet. Now in the twin room, if we see a room has two single beds, it is for double occupancy. The bed size is normally 6 feet by 3 feet for each bed. It is usually suitable for sharing accommodation, for example the delegates for a meeting and workshop. The next type of room is the triple room. Here the room has 3 separate single beds. It can be occupied by 3 guests and it is usually 3 occupancy or triple occupancy. It is usually given for group guests, group bookings and conference guests. Now the next one, which is the quad room, as it says, the room has separate 4 single cots and it can accommodate 4 persons in a room. Then the double room. It has one single double bed and it is usually given for double occupancy. The size of the bed put up in these rooms are generally 6 feet by 4.5 feet. Then the double room. So it has 2 double beds and it can accommodate 4 persons together. This is usually given for a family or group bookings. The other one, the recent one nowadays, is the Hollywood twin rooms. The room has 2 single beds with a common headboard attached. It is generally occupied by 2 persons or the guests, suitable for double occupancies. The other room is the queen room. So this has a queen size bed of 6 feet by 5 feet and extra beds are available for the guest on request. Now when we talk about the king room has a king size bed of size 6 feet by 6 feet and extra beds are also available on request and are charged accordingly as extra rates. So these all are the ordinary rooms. Now coming into the next category of the suite rooms, the suite comprises more than a room. So till now there are only a room. A room has separated living room and a bedroom. A parlor or living room connected to one or more bedrooms. The decor, the color, the other arrangements are usually given by its name. A room made of adjoining rooms, that is 2 separated, aim to please the affluent guest, for who can afford the high tariff or the room category. The junior suite or the mini suite explains the smaller size of the suite rooms, a single room with a bed and a sitting area. The sleeping area may be in a bedroom or separated from the parlor or the living room. The single suite rooms is meant for single occupancy. The room has a bedroom and also a sitting room. The double suite rooms are those which are meant for double occupancy. It also has another living room. The duplex suites are the different types of rooms which has 2 rooms situated in different floors connected through the internal staircase. The other term, which is the penthouse, refers to the room with terrace or open sky space and is located usually on the topmost floor of the hotel, and it is very lavish luxury decor and furnishings. It also the costliest rooms in the hotel. It is preferred by usually the celebrities and the major personalities. Deluxe rooms and the deluxe suite rooms. A room has good view of the hotel to a lake or to a mountain and so other sceneries. It offers a high level of comfort and has a bigger space. It is not a suite room, but it has got a bedroom and a small living room. The cottages are an independent set of rooms located away from the main hotel building, and each house has a balcony, living area, bedroom with attached toilets, and it may also have a dining room with an attached kitchen so as to prepare few items. It is commonly found in all resort hotels where the guests stay with family for few days. The hospitality suite generally is a banquet room, a room hired by the guest on hourly basis to entertain the guest. So these are all the room status in the second category of the suite rooms. Now the third category, the special category rooms, include the studio rooms, which are generally used as a living room with a bed, and convey it into a sofa cum bed later. The cabana room indicates the rooms that are located near a swimming pool or beach. Mostly these are used as changing rooms but not as living rooms. The parlor rooms refer to a living room without bed. It may have sofa and chairs for sitting. The lanai rooms generally has a view of garden or a sea or a water source, a veranda or roof patch furnished and used as a living room. The corner rooms are usually those located in the corner of the hotel building. It has generally two exposures, view and also the purpose of silence. The conference rooms refers to rooms as different sizes having different capacities to accommodate for the purpose of conducting conferences, scheduling meetings and so on. The banquet halls or the banquet rooms are used to entertain the banquets during functions or any parties by the guests, and it is usually suitable for receptions, weddings, parties and other functions. The interconnecting rooms indicate the individual entrance door from outside. A connectivity door is in between these two rooms, and guests can move between the rooms without going through the corridor. It can be sold as two separate rooms during the peak times. The adjacent rooms refers to a very close to another room, perhaps across the hall. They do not share a common wall. Adjoining rooms refer to two or more rooms side by side without connecting doors between them. The secretarial rooms or the business centers are usually found in the 5-star hotels and are specially meant for business people. These rooms provide services like typing, photocopying, fax and steno services. The efficiency rooms, these sort of complete self-sufficient unit, usually are found in hill stations and beaches. This room contains a bedroom, living room, dining room, a small kitchen and a bathroom, which is similar to our homes. Based on the rooms available in the hotel and the room requirement by the guest as requested, room allocation has to be decided by the staff before assigning the rooms. Now, the room status reconciliation reviews the guest room, which is important to conduct before introducing the next section. Hotels monitor each and every guest rooms very closely. They are in business to sell rooms, and that includes each room type, configuration and designation. The most important aspects of this monitoring process is discerning what guest rooms are available for sale and when is that sale. This is to avoid the obvious embarrassment of checking two guests into the same room, as well as to maximize the room revenue by selling every room as soon as it becomes available. The hotel industry assigns the room status to every guest room and keeps changing as and when guest changes the services. This reconciling guest room status is the way of hotel where it is able to manage the availability of the rooms together. This room status reconciliation is defined as ensuring that rooms are properly designated by their current status and assigned new status as soon as it changes. Both housekeeping and the front office maintains this room status. Each coordinates with the other to make sure that the rooms are assigned, cleaned and assigned again to maximize the room revenue while avoiding a misassignment. This room status categories and designations are grouped by the guest rooms, their state of occupancy, state of cleanliness and state of exception. The most commonly used room status codes are occupied, vacant, dirty, clean, ready and out of order. These terms are commonly used as to denote the status of the rooms. Now, the state of occupancy has different terms like occupied. This applies to a room that has been assigned to the guest and the guest has checked in and uses the services. The vacant term denotes that the guest has checked out of the room and is yet to be cleaned and made ready by the housekeeping department. And now the term ready denotes that the room is made ready by the housekeeping department and is available for sale again by the front desk. These all represents the status. Now the status of cleanliness is denoted by dirty and clean. Dirty status denotes that room has not been cleaned by the housekeeping and has to be made ready by the housekeeping staff. The term clean refers to the room has been cleaned but not yet verified as clean so that it can be put for sale again. Now the status of exception, so where it is denoted by out of order, OOO. The room was removed from the inventory for a specific reason. For example, rooms may undergo some repairs or renovations, and sometimes the room may be also called as blocked rooms, where it may be blocked for certain time, only after that the renovation it is opened. The room status can be thought of as the life cycle of a guest room. Describing the status of guest room requires determining the readiness for the new occupancy. Therefore, a hotel must know its current state of occupancy and its cleanliness. When determining a room state of occupancy and the state of both occupancy and cleanliness information, everything has to be updated. Now, let us see certain codes that denote the room status, which is OCC denotes occupied, VC denotes that the rooms are vacant and clean, so which means these VC rooms are available for sale to the guest again by the front desk. VD denotes vacant and dirty. That is, as soon as the guest checks out from the hotel, the status of the room turns vacant, dirty and alerts the housekeeping department to clean the room and make ready for sale again. The term OR denotes occupied and ready. So as soon as the rooms are cleaned, check-in is done. So now the status becomes occupied and ready. OC denotes occupied and clean. OD denotes occupied and dirty. So this requires the service of the housekeeping staff even during the stay of the guest in the occupied and dirty rooms. Check out is denoted by CO. OOO, the triple O denotes the out of order rooms which are currently not available for sale and is blocked. DND means do not disturb cards, which are usually put as tags by the guest when they are in private meetings and so on. VO or OV is the status unclear. So we have to check with the front desk or the housekeeping department to see the status of the hotel rooms. LO means the lockout rooms. DO means due out rooms. DNCO indicates did not check out rooms. So this DNCO rooms are those guests who are supposed to check out but they are not checked out till time, or denoted by DNCO, and this alert the front office staff to make calls to these guests to know when is their exact checkout time. VCI denotes vacant, cleaned and inspected, so which means that it is ready for sale again. HL, the term HL indicates the heavy luggage. The luggage the guest has is too much and it is heavy. LL denotes that the guest is having only a light luggage, and sometimes the guest may not have any luggages, and then it is also indicated in the room status as NL, which means no luggage, as we call as scanty baggage or a skipper, because the guest with no luggage may have all possibilities to go check out without settling the bills. The term DL means a double lock. CL denotes chain lock, and HU the house use. The NCI denotes newly checked in guests. The details to the front desk will alert to other departments that the guest is there already occupied in the room and the guest is a new guest. NS denotes that is no show. So this term no show tells us that the guest has made already the reservations and has not yet turned into check-in process. Those are denoted by NS, so that we will call back to the guest to see if the guest is arriving or any delays. SO means sleep out. BLO denotes blocked rooms. So these are certain terms that we usually come across in the room status reports, and we should know what are all these. V denotes vacant rooms, MUR denotes makeup rooms, VR denotes vacant and ready rooms. So these are certain codes that are used in understand the room status. Now the VR rooms, the vacant and ready rooms, mean that these are available for sales. A VR room status is the only status a room can be sold. Only when this VR status, the room can be given for sale. Vacant clean, which is VC, this indicates it is a clean room, not yet inspected. All sleeping rooms are cleaned by housekeeper and then inspected by the supervisor or the manager to ensure that the room is ready for sale again. These inspectors then change the code from VC2, that is vacant clean, to vacant ready as VR. Then the other term is vacant maintenance, which is denoted by a VM. Room has been taken out from inventory for some reason. This is the code assigned to the out of order rooms. Vacant dirty indicates that the guest has checked out and not serviced by the housekeeping department yet, and this code takes top priority by the housekeeping so that they are ready for making up the room and get ready for sale again. The occupied dirty rooms, guest currently occupies the room, the night has passed but the room has not yet been serviced by the housekeeping, is indicated as dirty rooms, which alerts the housekeeping staff to see that the room is cleaned during the stay of the guest. The occupied clean OC rooms indicate guest currently occupies the room and room has been serviced by the housekeeping department. Typically, there is no inspection for rooms cleaned during the length of an individual's guest stay. The expectation is that all rooms are cleaned well, but an occupied room is generally easier to clean than one from which the guest has checked out. Now, there is a cycle that happens as to know the room status, where we first term as vacant ready rooms as VR. So these vacant ready rooms are usually given to the guest for sale. As soon as the guest checks in, it becomes vacant clean rooms, and now it becomes occupied rooms, and once guests begin to occupy and uses the services, it becomes occupied dirty rooms, which is denoted as OD and calls for the service by the housekeeping department. And now as soon as the housekeeping department does the service of cleaning, again it becomes vacant clean, and now it is the duty of the front desk to give for sale again. So this cycle keeps changing, and it is the duty of the front desk and housekeeping department to coordinate well without any delay, so that the room is available for sale by the front desk and the room is being cleaned by the housekeeping department without any further delays. Now the last section of this module, to conclude this module, we will have to know the importance of delivering the quality service in hotels, especially through the service in rooms, and is very much important task by the front office staff. Therefore, the front office department has to function round the clock with effective services of the guest, quick and prominent service by the staff of housekeeping and front office department will enable to allot the room for guests and make the rooms available for sale, and thereby increase the revenue of the hotel and the occupancy in the room. Thank you.